Hey everyone, Jack about 88. Welcome back to Resident Evil 6. We're in the bonus video. Um, I changed my mind what to do with the bonus video. I was going to replay through all the campaigns as the other character that I play as Resident Evil, but I decided, I'm not going to do that because it's going to take way too long, and I really want to start up The Walking Dead Season 2 so bad. And I also really impatient about going through the campaigns again. um, so yeah, I've already came up with what I'm already doing. I'm excluding that. Uh, I'm firstly going to show you my records, and then I'll show you the other features like the bonus stuff that you can do in the game, like the mercenaries and agent hunts. Then I'm going to show you some online gameplay playing with a random person that I join. And then I'll show you the medallion stuff that I found and what they say and stuff. Keep in mind, I haven't found all of them, so you won't be seeing all of them. So, something almost found. See, I have 57 out of 80. I found another 57 all by myself. And yeah, I'm gonna try to find all of them, and then maybe after I find the rest of them, I'll come back to this. But I'm not 100% sure. Skill points earned. I don't know how to say that because I forgot. I just go say the numbers in order. 1414810. Total time played. 117 hours, 22 minutes, and 26 seconds. I assume that's what that says. Yeah, I put a lot of effort into this game. I completed 34%. I completed all of the campaigns, amateur with every character, normal almost every character, so I just need to finish Christmas campaign with both characters. I haven't done Magical Festival or No Hope yet. So, yeah. Well, to say the least, I would say I did pretty good. What I'm doing right now. I keep getting golds, which is pretty good. Golds are good. Times rescue. Rescue partner 141 times. Average time 5.73 seconds. Rescue by partner 192 times. And that average time is 3.24 seconds. Time saved from dying. Save partner 35 times. Average time 2.72 seconds. Save partner 19 times. Average time 3.32 seconds. Time restored on health 6%. 6. Distance covered. Yeah, walking, running, thing, dashing, swimming, crawling, moving and back, snowmobile, military vehicle, VTOL, helicopter, motorcycle. Yeah, no. Mostly walking and running. Sometimes dashing. Yeah. Weapons. 909. 909. It only says 909 and then the end has the numbers 909. Yeah, I think that's that pistol that it comes with that and you'll see it. But these are all the weapons and stuff. Some of them I don't use a lot, some I do use a lot. I guess it just depends what I feel like using at the time, I guess. I haven't even used the combat knife. Oh my god. I don't really like to download it. I just don't. So, yeah. Why is the first stage playing health tablets? There we go. Enemies! All the enemies. some reason, there are 4 enemies I haven't even found. And I don't know how many times I played these campaigns, I don't even know. I don't know. Medals, you get medals, right? Yeah, extra Agent Hunt and the Mercenaries, what I was saying. I barely play Agent Hunt because I didn't really like it, and the Mercenaries are okay, but I'm not great at it. I prefer playing the campaigns. So now we're gonna move on to. I'm not gonna show you dog tags. Everyone knows what the dog tags are. I'm going to extra content on Agent Hunt, and then we'll do the Mercenaries. So Agent Hunt, we basically just join a random person's game. Any skill select, non-matching. Any location settings, any objective settings, any attack reaction, allow, minimum, allow, sure. And if we don't get anything, then I won't be able to show you. But if we get something, that'd be awesome. If we don't get anything, then I'm sorry, I can't show it. Because I'm not gonna go messaging all my friends are saying, just trying to ask them if they would do this for me. I don't want to bother them. Aha! So Frozen Wings 267. We're joining that person's game. So if you're watching this video, congrats, you're in the video. Which I highly doubt you are watching this. It'd be so weird if they're watching this. That would be weird. That would be very weird if they're watching this. Oh my god, that would be weird. So, I don't even know what creature I'll be. I don't know what campaign this is. We'll just have to see. Oh, great. This. Right here, I guess. Oh, this thing. Okay. They died. Oh my god. Just continue. That was not cool. Okay. I hate playing Agent Hunter. It's just too difficult for me. And I can't even. We'll do one more and if that happens, again it happens. So yeah, I'm sorry. I can't do anything if that happens. I didn't do it, saying the least. So doing Fothi Variables game. I have no idea if I said that correctly. If we can connect. And we didn't. We failed to join the session. So not taking notes. I don't like it. A lot of people don't like it anyways, I think. And not many people turn Agent Hunt settings on. So it's difficult. Oh, and that description said join and help play this game. Feature in the Mercenaries description. If you as many creatures as possible within the time limit. Let's do the Mercenaries. I prefer the Mercenaries over Agent Hunt. We're gonna do a solo. Which area do I want to do? I think on this area. And people I have unlocked here. Well, you saw Leon, Chris, Jake, and Ada. I have the agent, and he's talking. I haven't really. Let's see. Who do I want to play as? Let's play as Jake. So I know it's like that. But this area has zombies and that's sort of what I'm doing here. Because it's easier on zombies. So I'll do this as long as I can on whole about the mercenaries. So I do apologize. Hello. Ah, crap. So, probably gonna have time to do the 150. So I do apologize. I just so avoid the mercenaries and stuff. Oh, yes! Freaking got this zombie. Die! You know what I'm saying? This is too easy. Not really, because you gotta find them and stuff. Oh, no running at me, please. Oh god, not that. Where is that shrieker? Here comes the dog. Shush. I see him. I need to shoot that thing. Oh my god. Ah! Yeah, I'm running out of time. Yeah. I told you I suck at the mercenaries. I told you. Told you. I got an E. Well, it's better than an F. It's always better than an F. And I feel like I'm more under pressure when I'm recording, so I do make mistakes like that. I got a better score when I was playing with myself for fun. But yeah, I apologize. Now since we did the mercenaries, I guess I'll show you some online gameplay. I can find someone to join. Let me check my skill settings to make sure that I ain't gonna because I want trying to join Jake something. Let's see. Outside, custom match, difficulty, any campaign. It doesn't let you select coins, so any location, any objective, any top reaction, any infinite ammo, allow, agent hunt, any. So I just put infinite ammo on allow, which will give me more options to join. Because a lot of people seem to put infinite ammo on because they have unlocked it and stuff. So if my internet connection is fine and stuff, we'll be able to do this. Not able to do this, I apologize. But yeah, okay. Let's join. This person's here for the story, so they might not skip cutscenes. But that's a good internet connection thing, and They're on amateur difficulty. They have all the settings turned on. They're on level 3. Let's join them. If they don't skip cutscenes, then I apologize and will join in like the top 99 game. So if they don't skip cutscenes, I apologize. You just have to chat through them. Which I'll talk over them since you're already seeing them and stuff. So I don't know where it will be. Oh yeah, we're playing with Sherry. So, yeah. Okay, I see where we are. I think. So I don't know how good they are at the game. Okay, she literally has nothing. Lovely. I'll let them go ahead. I'll let them go ahead. Because they have never played this game. I'm just waiting for them. What are you doing? Okay. Dude just ran into it. Okay, well, okay. I'm gonna be honest with him. I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna leave them behind for a minute. So I can go ahead and do this. See if they get the memo. We'll just play this last part of this. And I'll show you our online players. Blah, blah, blah. It's not gonna be very good online play since we're not in a very good area. I don't want to play too long. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna play too long, so. Because, you know, I got another thing I need to show you, and I don't want this video to be too long.
How the hell do I get over there? I'd swing off that statue if I got.
Oh, God.
I hope you break your stupid statue!
Guys, this is the only gun Sherry has. She doesn't have anything else, so I just have to use the handgun. She doesn't have anything else right now. So I apologize. I would use a different gun here, but I don't have another one. At least I have an ammo on this handgun. Doing it against the wall is going to do nothing. Okay. So, you guys actually get to see a little bit different thing from when I played it first time myself. Because I wasn't here. I was playing as Jake and not Sherry. So truth be told, you're getting to see a little bit of different stuff. Oh my god, I'm getting so beat up right now. No, not really that beat up. But I gotta be careful. I only have 5 health tablets. Oh my god, I gotta be careful. Oh my god. Okay. I hope they hurry up. Oh my freaking god, it's freaking.
Sherry, we're trying to fight. Hold on!
Okay, I knew that was gonna happen. I'm fine. I don't need it. Yet. Trying to prevent that. You know. But okay. No, I say freaking hell a lot because I don't think it'll help with the swear word. Oh god. I say it a lot anyways. So I apologize if you think that is a swear word, but I don't think it is. Thanks, Lily. Oh, okay. Oh, take. Yes, I know. I'm getting beat up now, actually. Get back. No, whoa, thank you. Oh, they made it. They made it. Thank God. Okay. Well, it's not very good showing on my plate. 30 minutes. That's the thing. I came too much. But, well, here you go. Just, thing. They all have plate? Well, I'll go ahead and leave, because I gotta show you other things, and I don't know how long it'll take. But if we don't reach an hour by the time we do this, and it's just like not 40 minutes yet, then I'll maybe play a little more online stuff. But I highly doubt it. Collections, cutscenes are just of the cutscenes. I actually have all of them, and then show the order of when they occur. That was cool. So yeah. So here are the collections. Like I said, I don't have all of them. I almost have all of them in Leon's campaign. I'm only missing 4. Chris's campaign. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And Jake's campaign, I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then Ada's campaign, I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, I pressed B. Oops. So there you go. That's how many I'm missing for each. But I'll try to find them. But let's just read these. So it tells stuff about the campaign, I guess, and about the characters and things. So, Leon S. Kennedy. At 36 years of age, Leon S. Kennedy is the most suspected agent working for the U.S. government, reporting directly to the president himself. The horrors he witnessed as a result of a biohazard outbreak known as the Raccoon City incident left him with a deep-rooted hatred of bioterrorism and those who would use it. While his... Some of these words I don't even know. Jim Tanner is calm and rational. It should not be mistaken for apathy. He will take the initiative on any mission he's been assigned, often putting himself in danger in order to save the innocent. He takes the mission seriously, making decisions I can't speak English. God, okay. Making decisions cautiously. See, I can't English today. And logically. Upon the time, however, his saronic wit will surface, recalling his time as a good-natured rookie cop with a sense of duty who was able to maintain a sense of humor even in tough times. Leon and Adam. Leon Kennedy and U.S. President Adam Binford are not only close friends, but champions of similar causes. When President Binford was a high-ranked government official, he handpicked Leon, elevating him to his high-ranking status. The two men were both motivated by a righteous desire to root out bioterrorism following the events that transpired in Raccoon City in 1998. Adam had a reputation for being one of the few politicians with integrity. A man of his word, Agent Kennedy found himself able to trust a man who had never directly faced the evils of bioterrorism. mutual goals and a mutual respect that grew close during the 10 years of fighting bioterrorism together. Unfortunately, the friendship is abruptly ended during a biohazard outbreak, one with eerie echoes that mirror the tragedy of Raccoon City. Agent Kennedy is forced to shoot and kill President Benford. Field Operations Support. Field Operations Support, FOS, is an organization operating at the highest level of the U.S. government. Its original mission was to provide support for agents from multiple U.S. intelligence agencies discharging their duties around the world. As dangers posed by bioterrorism can take priority for U.S. security, the FOS was evolved to oversee all operations that deal with response to and prevention of bioterrorism. The FOS was originally formed in 2011 by Adam Benford, with Ingrid Hanneken installed as operations coordinator and Leon Kennedy as its chief field agent. Excuse me, I can't English today like I said earlier. Zombies! Sorry, I had to. In 1998, a biohazard incident involving the T-virus contaminated the entirety of Raccoon City. Inhabitants infected by the virus succumbed to infection, and their corpses were reanimated by the same virus into shamefully flesh-eating creatures. Reports from the incident indicated that many of the Winnevans' eyes were glazed over, and the skin had either decayed or been flayed. As the events resemble The Walking Dead or horror fiction, they were given out decidedly unscientific name as zombies. The source of the current biohazard event in Tall Oaks remains unknown. The stages of infection of the victims bear a striking resemblance to those of Raccoon City. For better or worse, the appellation of zombie has been applied to these victims as well. So, this is one of the figures. It's Leon's figure.
Just like Raccoon.
So, there's just, it's hard to control. So yeah. Let's go over here. Ingrid Hanneken. I can't even pronounce. Oh my god, I can't pronounce Hanneken's name apparently when I say it fully. Ingrid Hanneken is a 33-year-old mission coordinator for the U.S. Department of Defense's Field Operations Support. In 2004, she was instrumental in helping Agent Kennedy recover the then President's daughter from a terrorist group, aka Resident Evil 4. Level-headed and intelligent, she is competent at hacking into most security systems as well as handling the relevant mission intelligence. She is the guiding voice that has successfully delivered Agent Kennedy from many a perilous predicament. Leon and the Raccoon City incident. In 1998, a biohazard incident involving a man-made virus contaminated the entire town of Raccoon City. A town of 100,000 became ground zero for the world's single worst biohazard outbreak in the 20th century. The cynical naming of the event as the Raccoon City incident does nothing to express the tragedy and horror that occurred in that idyllic American town. During the incident, a rookie police officer named Leon Kennedy was caught up in the nightmare. He was attacked by human-infected, aka zombies, and engineered bioorganic weapons. Against all odds, he and a few other survivors were able to escape from the city. He regretted that he was only able to save so few people that day, and the events that transpired in Raccoon City etched themselves indelibly on his mind. From that point on, he vowed he would do all he could to ensure the world would never see a tragedy of Raccoon City repeated. Tall Oaks Cathedral and the Underground Lab. Standing out in the skyline of Tall Oaks is a cathedral that marks a a land that has been in the Simmons family for generations. This land primarily serves as a meeting ground for the family's secretive dealings, and there are many hidden passageways and booby traps to obstruct any potential interlopers. The current head of the family, Derek C. Simmons, recently had a portion of the underground chamber refurbished into a modern research laboratory so he could have scientists conduct research on the C virus. The Leprotosa. Leprotosa is a victim of the C virus. Although one that is extremely mutated, the word Leprotosa, ironically, is derived from the Serbian word for women of beauty. A creature's body is covered in large pores that secrete a deadly gas. Anyone who inhales its flames will die and be reanimated as a zombie. One creature has the potential to infect an area within a 3-mile radius. Unlike a traditional zombie infection, which is spread by a zombie's bite or contact with contaminated blood, this creature turns the virus into an airborne agent, thus creating a contaminated that is harder to avoid. The bioterror attack that Agent Kenny encountered in Tall Oaks was triggered by this creature. And here is Helena's action figure. See?
It's not my fault. I did it.
Helena Harper 1. Helena Harper is a 24-year-old U.S. government agent. Her sister Deborah is the only known living relative during the Tall Oaks terrorist attack. She is dispatched by the U.S. Secret Service to protect President Bedford. She is a woman of strong moral convictions and is very sympathetic to the plight of others, although she does let her emotions get the better of her from time to time. Helena Harper 2. Helena Harper doesn't compromise her beliefs, and is not one to step aside and let others take charge. She does, however, have a tendency to let her emotions get the best of her. She was in the top of her class and the agency's first choice for the job, but officials were concerned that she would let her morals get in the way of her work. They were right. While investigating a series of murders, Helena successfully found and apprehended the killer. In the process, she used excessive force on the suspect because it was making threats in front of the victim's family. Oh, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. Wrong one. She used excessive force on the suspect and was suspended from the agency. She claimed she had to shut the killer up because it was making threats in front of the victim's family. After the suspension period was over, she found herself in situations where she could maintain her self-control. When Deborah's boyfriend became abusive, an enraged Helena shot and injured him. The superiors were unwilling to overlook her gross misconduct, but they didn't want to fire her, so they transferred her to the Secret Service. During the attack on Tall Oaks, Helena was manipulated by Derek Simmons to his plan to assassinate President Adam Bedford. The Catacombs. The catacombs that maze their way under Tall Oaks go back almost 400 years. They are the final resting place of not only members of the Simmons family, but those who have served the mysterious organization known as the family. These underground burial chambers are not known to the public, but the catacombs themselves are still protected by many elaborate contraptions to keep outsiders from digging too deeply into the family's secret affairs. Although the catacombs are primarily used by the Simmons family, the pyramidal constructed caves and terraces aimed at the necessity of inhabitants prior to them. Deborah Harper. Deborah Harper is a 20-year-old college student and Helena's sister. Unlike her sister, Deborah is a carefree party girl. Her different approaches to life are a cause of friction between them. When those issues aside, the two are actually very close. The two sisters' lives are thrown into chaos when Derek Simmons kidnaps Deborah and uses her for the family's C-virus experiments. When Helena is reunited with her sister, it's not the happy reunion she had hoped for. Deborah had been turned into a hideous creature with no semblance of the humanity she once had, other than the gentle facial features that hint at her former beauty. And here is the action figure for Simmons.
My job to prevent terrorist attacks, not cause them.
Yeah, right. uh, Leon and Ada. Ada Wong is a spy whose major activities occur off the grid. Not much is known about her, not even if Ada Wong is an Alice or her real name. Ada first encountered Leon Kennedy during the Vatican City incident in 1998 when Leon was called the how like you say it, like a police officer trying desperately to escape from the nightmare that had enveloped Raccoon City. Ada was in the city carrying on a mission for a rival company to the Umbrella Corporation. When circumstances visited together, Ada hid the nature of activities while using Leon to help her carry them out. The life and death struggle they endured brought them close together, and Ada ended up saving Leon's life. Unfortunately, they had to make their way out of the city separately, but they could not forget what they felt for each other. Following their escape, the paths were crossed from time to time. Leon as a U.S. government operative and Ada as a spy. Ada makes no call-ins by using Leon when it suits her needs, but Leon is loath to bring himself to be done with her. They don't consider each other enemies, but it's hard to tell how they feel for each other. Complicated is a word that epithely summarizes the relationship. Yeah. If you can't tell, it's like, cause first off, Leon and Ada meet in Resident Evil 2, and they meet again in Resident Evil 4, and they finally meet again in Resident Evil 6. It's like, oh my god. Whatever there's Leon, there's Ada. It always seems like that, doesn't it? Elena's time. Derek Simmons succeeded Helena Harper into helping him assassinate President Binford when he kidnapped her sister Deborah. Helena had no choice but to send out an alert over the Secret Service's radio that a group had entered Ivy University with the intent to kill President Binford. The president was on the campus to deliver a speech, and the Secret Service made sure the president was secure before a speech. A number of agents were dispatched to look for the suspects. This created the opening Derek needed. Helena loved her sister, but she couldn't let herself a party to a terrorist attack. She rushed to the campus to entreat the agents to give up their wild goose chase and protect the president. Many of the agents were aware of her past infractions, so they were disinclined to believe her. Then the attacks came. Because half the agents were out looking for assassins, the service was slow in evacuating President Binford and was unable to save his life. Raslap NG is a victim of the C virus, although one that is extremely mutated. I'm just going to call this thing Rask. I can't say the full name. Rask is devoted from the Siberian word for demon. How do I say it? The certified skin that envelops this creature is an ectoskeleton designed to protect the slug-like part of its main body, located in the torso. Even if part of this creature's human form is destroyed, it will not have any effect on the main body. These attached body parts can still search for prey, and eventually in storage. The flexible nature of its structure allows it to pass through narrow openings like ventilation ducts and other type spaces. Its primary weakness is fire, and when it encounters intense heat, its main body will leap out of its humanoid exoskeleton to escape danger. Derek C. Simmons. Derek C. Simmons, a 46-year-old, is the President of the United States. He is a ruthless perfectionist of his personality well disposed to risking to a high echelon of power in government. He is the current head of the family, a secret financial powerful movers and shakers that have manipulated the development of the Western world for centuries. This organization will do whatever is necessary to ensure stability and world order during the ensuing chaos that would result from President Binford's plan to reveal the truth about the Vatican City incident. Mr. Simmons orchestrated his own terror attack, but the president would be but one of the many casualties. Derek's first transformation. After Derek Simmons is injected with an enhanced T-virus, he enters the stage 1 mutation. At this stage, his upper body attains a humanoid appearance, and his violent tendencies are implied. He has yet to lose his sense of self. His legs, however, transform into something beast-like, and he is powerful enough to outrun a high-speed train. He can also use shards of his own bone as projectiles and can fire them off with deadly accuracy. Any bone matter lost in this matter is regrown thanks to the effects of the C virus. Derek's second transformation. As the C virus infection begins to take root in Derek's body, he enters a stage 2 mutation. At this stage, Derek's body resembles a gigantic dinosaur, and his musculature is quite dense. Unlike the stage 1 mutation, stage 2 Derek behaves instinctively instead of rationally. His driving force is to devour his enemies, and he even goes as far as to leap into the sky and attack a helicopter aimed at his tower team. Derek's third transformation. Derek's body continues to mutate, and he enters stage 3. Derek's humanity is multiple corpses in order to give his body the organic matter needed to assume. This new hideous form resembles an amalgamation of multiple insect species. With stage 3, Derek loses a limb or other body part. He can regenerate it by ingesting more corpses. He could in theory live forever as long as there are corpses for him to ingest. And I can't tell what this is. What this figure is. Oh, it's a Lepidosa. Oh, it's the Honey Boo Boo thing. But it's actually called a Whopper, and Whopper Supreme. Oh my god. Look at the Whopper Supreme there. The baby Whopper, I assume, and that one's like a medium Whopper. Okay. Oh, a Bloodshot. I hate these things. And that's why I have unlocked on Leah's companion part with those emblems. This one. What is this thing? Oh, it's a shark. It's that shark thing, that fish shark thing. Yeah, I think it's the fish shark thing not chasing in the water. Like, I don't know what chapter, but one of those. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, let's go over to Chris's companion stuff that I have. Chris of Redfield. Chris Redfield is a 39-year-old BSAA operative working for his North American branch. He was the leader of the Alpha team until he suffered post-traumatic amnesia and wound up in a reluctant drunk in the underbelly of Eastern Europe. Around this time, a biohazard outbreak in China shocks the world. Piers Nivens, his teammate on Alpha, finds Chris and convinces him to resume his leadership role in the BSAA. As Dias lost, Chris retains the fortitude and leadership skills that make him one of the BSAA's top agents. The BSAA. In the wake of the Umbrella Corporation's dissolution in 2003, many of the financial companies sold their bioorganic weapons research into the black market. Rather in the hands of organized crime or terrorists, bioweapons were destroying lives around the world, and response to voices calling for action to be taken, the Global Pharmaceutical Consortium formed the Anti-Terrorism Task Force known as the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance, BSAA. Initially, the BSAA was just a civilization organization that only advisory status, but as the threat posed by bioterrorism spread, the United Nations decided to sponsor the group in order to have a quick response force that could deal with threats around the world. With this new sponsorship in place, the BSAA gained the authority to carry out investigations in countries the world over. and to make arrests whenever it is dispatched. Jawabo. The sea virus will turn a human host into creatures called Jawabo. These creatures lose all self-control, but they fail to exhibit any noticeable drop in mental functions. This would explain reports of Jawabo skillfully handling firearms and communicating with other Jawabo in their country's native tongue. Jawabo will tend to follow the final orders they were given before being infected with the sea virus, and they will do this with no thought for their own safety or well-being. The virus creates an intense febrile state in the host, and the more the host is damaged, the harder it becomes. Many Jawabo have been seen to succumb to the wounds, burning to death in bright, hot flames that engulfed the bodies. Piers Nivens. Piers Nivens is a 26-year-old BSA officer working for its North American branch. Chris Redfield is his commanding officer. His hand-eye coordination and concentration skills are without peer, making him the BSA's top-ranking sniper. He can react quickly to the changing conditions of the battlefield, and as such, he will usually find a way to complete his mission in spite of any adverse conditions. A serious and determined man in battle, he still has time to offer a kind word for his fellow soldiers. It is these qualities that cause the CEO to comment that the future of the BSA resides on the shoulders of men like him. Nivens himself prefers not to think of his team as subordinators, but as members of a big family. He believes that the strength of the BSA hinges on the balance of all its agents. He holds Captain Redfield in the highest respect, and Captain Redfield trusts him empathically. How would I actually say that? The sea virus. The sea virus will turn human hosts into creatures called Jawabo. The virus mutates the host in horrific ways, and is the latest bioorganic weapon to threaten the safety of the world. One of its first uses was a health-preserving drug given to mercenary soldiers in one of Eastern Europe's many and terrible conflicts. Following its use in Europe, many Jawabo-like creatures began to turn around the world. The C stands for crystalline, as a virus will encase the human host in a cocoon like Shelley for its final mutation. Ben McCauley. Ben McCauley is a 22-year-old BSAA officer working for its North American branch. The first reaction he sees is in Adonian's Civil War. Chris Redfield is his commanding officer. He is honest and sincere, and somewhat timid. As an explosives expert, he is tasked with destroying barricades and anti-aircraft gun turrets. Unfortunately, he falls into Ada's machinations, succumbing to an infection that turns him into one of the very BOWs he was tasked with fighting. After losing his humanity during the transformation into a monstrous creature, he is killed by BSA support troops dispatched to Adonia to dispose of the POWs. Chris's amnesia. Chris Redfield suffered post-traumatic amnesia after he and his team were caught in a trap set by Ada Wong in the Republic of Adonia. Most of his team died, and an unconscious Chris was brought to a local hospital. Upon waking up, Chris had no recollection of who he was or what had occurred, but his mind was racked by an overwhelming and indestructible guilt. Chris determined to run away, and he left the hospital before anyone could check in on him. Until Piers Nivens and the BSA found him, Chris was a moodily and violent drunk, hoping that he could numb himself to the pain of what happened that fateful day. Bosawan. Bosawan is a shaded town district located in the Chinese city of Wapiap, built around the remains of a ruined fortress. Chris Redfield and Alpha Team chased the BOW with a highly developed Gamma Project ability to this area. In the early 20th century, the area was a base of operations for British colonialism. The Empire China was able to rally the surrounding peoples to assimilate the British from the land following British and then the areas of Bosawan lost into a lawless zone. No one in control, the roots of the buildings dwells haphazardly to the powder with the current dappled mess the district is today. Chris and Leon. Chris Redfield and Leon Kitty work for two different organizations and have no reason to interact with each other, but they do share one connection: Chris's sister Claire. Following the Manson incident in 1998, Chris set out for Europe on his own, determined to bring down Umbrella. Before he left, he neglected to inform Claire as to his whereabouts, so she came to Raccoon City to find him. There she met Leon, and together they fought their way out of the horrors of Raccoon City. Claire was then reunited with Chris on Rockford Island. She loves and respects her brother, and she considers Leon a trusted friend. The Claire is a mutual contact. It would only be a matter of time before the two met. Although the interactions between the respective organizations are highly restricted, when they finally meet, both were able to understand each other's deep convictions, particularly those related to the elimination of bioorganic weapons. Neon Umbrella. At Adonia, Chris and his VSA team fell into a trap set by Ada Wong. She used the C-Virus to turn his team into BOWs. As leader of Neon Umbrella, aided by the C-Virus that had been developed in China to the civil war in Adonia, which she secretly gave it to the insurgents to administer it to its mercenary fighters. The mercenaries then mutated into creatures known as Javapo, and she gathered the data on the transformations. Chris has spent most of his life fighting the formidable company Umbrella, and was losing it on numerous occasions. It's not hard to imagine what he thought when he first heard the name Neon Umbrella. Why he named the organization is a question only she can answer. Pierce's file. All the men in Pierce and his family have been in the military, going all the way back to his great-grandfather for as long as he could remember. Pierce wanted to follow in his family's footsteps. He graduated at the top of his class from an elite military academy. He was highly recognized for his skills as a sniper. Following graduation, he joined the Army Special Forces. Not long after joining Special Forces, he became disillusioned. While he continued to participate in his roles without a hitch, he yearned for some greater calling, a reason for all his training. In 2010, he found that calling when Chris Redfield impressed his Pierce sniper skills, asked him to join the BSAA. Pierce was impressed with the way Chris ran Alpha Team. He treated them like a family and not like external soldiers. Chris for his part knew he couldn't be a field agent forever, which is why he recruited Pierce. Chris believes the future of the BSA lies with talented individuals like Pierce. Pierce, for his part, now has the cause was fighting for. Underwater facility. The Umbrella's deep sea research facility was built to the group, so the group could have a secret location to create BOWs. He's a scientist attracted magma from below the ocean floor to find bacteria and microbes that could thrive in such extreme conditions, and then added the traits of C-Virus to give life to powerful BOWs. When the Umbrella found the financial backing to construct such an august facility remains unknown. And here's Lycosis figure. Yep, here it is. Terminal is where. Now we're going to move on to Jake's conveying stuff that comes to the emblems and things. But I need to end the recording session because it's over 50 minutes and I don't want it to stop on me. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Jake Mueller. Jake Mueller is a 20-year-old professional mercenary and an employee of Rebel forces in Adonia. Despite his youth, his combat experience is quite high, and his survival skills are quite full. Excuse me. I had a sneeze there. His status in how would I say creates an unapproachable aura, and even his fellow mercenaries consider him to be moodily and distant. The only thing he trusts in this world is cold, hard cash, and he has no time for the concerns of others. He is to consume mercenary services to the highest bidder without any concern for the ideologies of the groups that employ him. Subjects of Fortune. Jake Mueller spent most of his teenage years as a mercenary, fighting on the front lines of countless conflicts the world over. The first group of mercenaries he joined taught him everything he needed to know about armed and unarmed combat. His trainer was strict and demanding, but treated him almost like a son, and Jake found himself able to feel a sense of attachment to him, something he had only previously felt for his mother. Unfortunately, that mercenary was actually a double agent who stole out the whole unit. After being betrayed by his father figure, Jake put his faith in the only person who had never let him down, himself. Any compassion in his heart was lost, and he drifted from war to war as a soldier of fortune. Bioorganic weapons, BOWs. Bioorganic weapon, an organic life form that has been turned into a weapon, usually by means of viral infection. The virus is designed not to kill the host outright, but to transfer it into a creature that is suited for combat situations. The creatures that went amok during the week of the T-virus in Raccoon City in 1998 are typical of such BOWs. Oh yeah, the indestructible guy. I can't say his full name, so I just call him Indestructible Guy. Indestructible Guy is a powerful creature dispatched by Neo Noble to catch Fake Neo. Indestructible Guy is the wielder from the civilian world for revolution. This creature is nigh indestructible and an unstoppable powerhouse that listens under Jake Mueller and Sherry Birkin. The creature has a metallic structure on its right arm for restraining targets. Once the target has been apprehended, the creature can use one of the syringes on its arm to take tissue samples from the target. And here is Jake's figure.
You got any popcorn?
The Mesets is a creature that results from high-level mutation followed on by exposure to the C-virus. Meset is diverted from the civilian world for Moonlight. Meset resembles a human-sized crow and has the ability to fly and chase after prey. It prefers the flesh of carnivores to living organisms, so it rarely eats its prey after capturing it. Meset it will release its prey from high in the air in order to kill it. Meset will then roast over the corpse and peck away its flesh. It is one of the few high-level mutations that can use tools. It has been known to drop steel drums and other objects from the sky when hunting its prey. Orca. Orcas are creatures that are released from an Oregon indestructible's pack. Insect-like in appearance, the erotic flight patterns are more into the bats. Orca is diverted from the civilian word for eye. As their namesake implies, the actors' eyes for the visually impaired Indestructible Guy automatically rely on ultrasonic waves to track their prey. Since the organs are shared with Indestructible Guy, and when a target is found, they emit a flash and flap their wings at a level only Indestructible Guy can detect. The mechanism behind their shared sensory perception is unknown. The ultrasonic waves cannot pass through walls and other barriers. The orcas serve no function in combat, and their fragile bodies are quite easy to destroy. Jake's childhood. Jake Mueller was born into a home without a father, and from an early age he had to support his chronological ill mother. She could not have made a full recovery if the family could have afforded it. Jake and Miss Mueller had barely enough money to cover their daily needs. She tried her best to provide for the family, and did all she could to protect Jake. He loved his mother, but couldn't understand why she was still on with his father, the man who had abandoned them. To say Jake didn't think highly of his father would be an understatement. When Jake got older, he decided he would become a mercenary, selling his services to the soldiers fighting the government. He had no love for politics, he just wanted to afford better medical care for his mother. Eventually, Miss Mueller passed away not long after becoming a soldier of fortune. Jake felt like he was alone in the world, and his heart was now hardened. His only concern was for money, even though he no longer had a pressing need for it. Detention Center. Young Umbrella agents abduct Jake Mueller and Sherry Birkin from Macedonia and imprison them in the research facility in China. The facility itself is surrounded by a luxurious estate that masks the sinister activities that take place within the walls. The estate is protected by heavily armored Dorado and armored vehicles, ready to fend off any attack at a moment's notice. Lab report, June 20th, 2011. Finally, at last I've been chosen. The report came back that my body type is highly compatible with the C virus. No longer will I have this fatal, crude body. I will be reborn as a powerful weapon. There is a chance I will no longer retain my humanity, but it's a powerful sacrifice and light of the wonderful gains. This is what I dreamed about all my life. I will be reborn. Starlats. The Starlat is a creature that results from a high-level mutation brought on by exposure to the C virus. Starlats is delivered from the civilian world for Archer. This creature's primary function is to fight off invaders and by exploding a gas or dagger-like pieces of its own body. When an enemy gets in close range to these creatures, they tend to tail and run away. Like many lizard species, they can climb up walls and crawl on ceilings. And I think this is a Jalapa. Yeah, it's a Jalapa. I was like, bleh, at the end. Life out of freedom. Following the Raccoon City incident, the U.S. government decided to take Sherry Beckett into custody and keep her under observation because of the trace amount of the G virus that remained in her blood. The red pill saved by Sherry's side during the time she had to suffer the daily tests and experiments. While it was Claire who provided emotional support, it was Sarah Simmons who became her legal guardian. Claire visited Sherry as often as she could, trying to help Sherry overcome all the trauma she had endured. Sherry idolized Claire and was determined to be just like her, a strong, capable woman. Derek was not without compassion for the orphaned girl, and he allowed Claire, a civilian, to visit and cover Sherry, even though the girl's assistant was a closely guarded state secret, and told her that Sherry spent 11 years in the hands of the government. It wasn't until 2009 that she was given any freedom. These weird names for these creatures, I swear. I'm just going to call this person U. U. Now, U is a creature that results from high-level mutation brought on by exposure to the C virus. U is developed from the civilian word for murder. U is humanized in form, but its spinal column, ribcage, and heart are all located in its right hand. Which itself resembles a monstrous organic chainsaw, the heart and its hand not only powers the chainsaw, but also keeps you alive. Destroy the heart and you will die immediately. Its fragile appearance believes that fact that it is quite strong and very difficult to hurt. You is not easily distracted once it has decided on a target. Jake and Mila's infamous father. Everyone knows it by now. Just saying. Albert Wesker, father of Jake Mueller, had a very rare physiology. His body was highly resistant to viral infection, and he was even able to manipulate the virus and inject it into himself so that he would only reap the benefits and none of its deleterious effects. This type of experimental gave him abilities that can only be described as superhuman. As Albert's son, Jake enjoys the same immunity to viral infection, and Jake injects himself with a solution containing the C virus has no visible effect on him. Albert Wesker planned that would have been the deadliest terrorist attacks in human history, and he would have succeeded had his rifle and the videos had not killed him in time. Jake has never met his father and knows nothing about something he committed. He is also unaware of the genetic legacy he is heir to. A deal with the United States. The reason the U.S. government took Sherry Beckett into custody is twofold. One, they had hoped to study the G virus that remained in her blood, and two, they sought to protect her from Albert Wesker, who wanted to possess a sample of the G virus. In 2009, the organization Albert had worked for fell apart after he was eliminated by the BSAA on a mission in Africa. Sherry was thus freed from the threat posed by Albert and his organization. The government offered her a chance to lead the protective care if she agreed to come work for them. Sherry learned of how bioweapons had caused the death of countless people around the world, and she couldn't bear to think of others enduring what she had experienced as a child. She really agreed to work as a special agent under the direct supervision of Derek C. Simmons. Agent Becker's latest assignment is to find Jake Mueller, allowing a living individual with G virus antibodies and escort him back to the United States. Indestructible Guy 2. Indestructible Guy was created by the Ultimate BOW, originally a human who had fully injected himself with the C virus, that's the G again. The spinal something form was the result of Neon Umbrella scientists. Even though he is manufactured BOW, all his mental facilities as a human remain intact, given the capacity for cold thought. This makes Indestructible Guy the perfect candidate for carrying out missions on his own. Side effect limitation is that it may even have increased intelligence as he is able to use complex machinery and equipment soon after picking it up. C virus vaccine. Anti-C is a tentative name given by the U.S. government to the vaccine for the C virus, created from the blood work of Jake Mueller. When this vaccine is administered to a person not yet infected by the C virus, the person will be given immunity to the virus. Vaccine, however, only shows a very low success rate in helping people who have already been infected, and only those people have not shown any characteristics unique to the Jawabo. Usually, administration at this stage is fatal when this person already studies Java characteristics or has entered the cocoon mutation stage. Administration of the vaccine is always fatal. The anti-C is not guaranteed against infection by the C virus, but its immune resistance helps provide a measure of security to the world's population. I think that's just the Indestructible Guy. Okay. Oh my god, yes it is. Look at him. Here's another Jake figure. It's a rare one.
I need a weapon to kill assholes like you.
Now we're finally gonna move on to Ada's, and there's not many here. There's no action figures. Ada Wong. Not much is known about the international star Ada Wong, including her age or whom she works for. Even her true name, as well as her aims, remain a mystery. It is known that no matter how difficult her missions may be, she has the brains and the physical ability to pull them off without a hitch. While there is a static wisdom in her mentor is a policy and saying fraud that she is known for. She is busy working towards a specific goal. Once she accomplishes it, she is the type that would have no qualms about betraying her handlers. In 1998, she went to Vatican City with the intent of secreting out an example of the G virus. It was there that she first met Leon Kennedy, a rookie cop at the time. Following the events of Vatican City, she has been known to offer aid to Leon on his missions, most of its employees to enlist his help. Currently, Ada has stuck aboard a submarine after being contacted by Derek Simmons, a man she has heard from since the Vatican City incident. While on the submarine, she discovers a mission that was never revealed up to her, and a terrible secret that will stir her to act. A form that's actually will take as anybody's guess. Oh my god, not again. And it's called a G. The G is a creature that results from high mutation brought by the exposure to the C virus. G is the Serbian word for hive. These small creatures have the appearance of hornets, and they can form a swarm that mimics the size and shape of a human being. As well as ants and bees, the G behave with a hive mindset, but each individual creature has its own role to play. Where the G differ is that the queen does not continue to propagate the species, but serves only as commander, giving her orders like a general to an army. The sensory perceptions are shared between the queen and an individual G. If the queen is lost, the swarm will dissolve as long as she lives. However, the swarm will remain intact and follow her commands. The queen is hard to stop among the swarm as it attempts to conceal and protect her. The attack on the swarm will merely scatter the G, devoid the queen and exposing her to danger. Note found in the laboratory. To my dear sister Helena, I'm sorry I was never the good sister I should have been, even though you love me unconditionally. I can't even say that. I'm sorry for everything. They injected me with something. It's making me forget things. Who I am, who you are even. I don't want that. Please know that I've always loved you too. I don't want to leave you. I hope you find someone to love you don't want to forget. Love you. Shrieker. These freaking shriekers, I hate them. The shriekers are the type of zombie that can summon other zombies by emitting a large sound that stimulates their aura facilities. In addition, zombies' nervous systems react to the sound, and this reaction causes us to behave more violently. If something were to interfere with the sound that Shriek is emitting, it would change to a high-frequency sound that would overload the overall receptors in the zombie's brains and destroy that part of it. Ada in Raccoon City. In 1998, Albert Wesker, Jake Mueller's father, sent Ada Wong on a mission in Raccoon City to retrieve a sample of the G-virus William Birkin was hoarding for himself, and William's wife and Tada interfered with that mission. Ada used Leon Kennedy to have him unwittingly aid her. Ada then made her way back to Albert with a sample of the C-virus in hand. In 2004, Albert ordered Ada to Europe to obtain a sample of the Lost Plagueis parasite. Then she encountered Leon again and ended up stealing the parasite sample he had procured. She did not, however, hand the sample to Albert. She kept it for herself and went off to the grid. She had her own intentions for keeping the virus. She was not going to allow herself to be a pawn in Albert's plan for global domination. The family. Derek C. Simmons is the current head of a secret organization known only as the Family. The family was founded by one of Derek's ancestors before the United States was founded, and its vast levels of wealth and power extends throughout the globe. The family has been manipulated in the course of human development for a long time. Their something goal is to maintain stability in the world, and its true motivation lies in exploiting events to benefit its members. But now, they believe maintaining the stability is conditioned upon keeping the United States at the top of the pyramid of the world power, and the truth about the U.S. government's connection to Umbrella's bioweapons program will get out. Will destabilize the world and remove America from the top of that something of power. Derek sets into motion a plan that will launch a bioterrorist attack and assassinate the president, thus preserving the family's designs of power and stability. Bloodshot. During the biohazard incident, an extremely rare type of zombie was discovered, one that had most of its head destroyed. The creature was given the mercenary Bloodshot because all of its muscle tissue was exposed. Like normal zombies, this creature is incredibly agile, and its speed with which it will attack and devour flesh is incomparable. These differences are thought to be a mutation brought on by the C-virus. Carla Raymond. Carla Raymond was responsible for the discovery of the C-virus and a close confidant of Derek C. Simmons. A Hodaki in her youth, Carla completed a doctoral I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Course of genetics when she was only 15, after which she was recruited by Derek to work for him manufacturing viruses and BOWs. Derek praised her for intelligence and successful research, and his praise increased her devotion to him. One way she tried to earn his praise by developing the C-virus. As it would turn out, she was nothing more than a tool for him to accomplish his goals. The first time Carla Raymond ceased to resist when she refused against her will, and Derek's experiment to recreate Ada Wong. From Carla's papers, it won't be long before everything he ever feared will come true. As such a pet resting beneath the sea will be ready soon. All my little cocoons will often hatch shortly. My career's creation will be the very undoing of everything he has worked for. It would be a shame, though, if he wasn't ready to live in a world of nightmares. I'll make his body a living reflection of the horrors I've unleashed. The world will be so far removed from the stability he craves, it will be complete chaos, and that chaos will destroy his body. And the last one that I have. Complete mutations. After a human is injected with the C-virus and turns into a Jawavo, the virus will continue to mutate the host until its entire body is coated by a tail cocoon-like structure. Inside the crystalline, the virus will dissolve the host body composition and reform it, thus giving birth to a completely different creature from the Jawavo. These creatures are referred to as the complete mutations. Derek C. Simmons sought to harness the mutation process when he tried to recreate Ada Wong, but ended up with a number of failed mutations instead. Levitursa and G are two such examples of these failures. Derek preserved the female aspect, but little less. Derek's researchers soon learned that by mixing the C-virus with the DNA of a living specimen, they could create complete mutations that preserve the strong features of something and something species. They have to determine the final outcome for the complete mutation was a key component of creating reliable bioorganic weapons. This research was instrumental in stabilizing the C-virus and creating something that would birth multiple bioweapons. And that is all that I have. Really. That's all the ones that I have unlocked, or aka found. And that is all I want to show you. Because we don't really have much time with us because this video is already over an hour. Which I apologize for. But thank you if you stuck around this long. So thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys when I start The Walking Dead Season 2. Possibly today. Because I really want to start that up. I just really want to start that up. Oh my god, okay. But that'll be after I eat supper. So, yeah. So thank you guys. And bye.